Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In The Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading lower by 1 point to 1881 and a quarter per contract. Now, just something to remember, there's a lot of geopolitical events going on right now. You have problems with China and Vietnam, Russia and the Ukraine, Taiwan and China, Japan and China, although Japan has been somewhat a little bit quiet right now. You also have the United States charging the Chinese of espionage, and Chinese are saying that the U.S. Americans are the biggest hackers in the world. So there's a lot going on here, a lot of different interesting dynamics. So we'll see if it does affect the stock market. Right now it hasn't really bothered the stock market one bit. The stock market really only cares about one thing, and that's basically what does the yen carry trade do once the market opens. So does the dollar yen move higher? If the dollar yen moves higher, stocks will generally move higher. If the dollar yen moves lower after the 9:30 a.m. open at the New York Stock Exchange, then the stock market most likely moves lower. So that's what we should really focus on and pay attention to. Just continue to watch the dollar yen. That'll tell you everything that's going to happen in this market. Again, dollar yen goes lower, stock market goes lower. If the dollar yen moves higher, then the stock market moves higher. That's pretty much the way it works. All right, so all in all, futures are down $1. We don't want to make too much out of it. There's a lot going on geopolitically, as we mentioned. We're not even going to make a lot out of that. We're just going to let it play out and see what happens. All in all, the market has been very, very turbulent lately, and we'll see how this shapes out today. But right now, let's go into some charts that could make us some money. URBN is a stock I'll be looking at today. I do have some gap levels for this one. The stock closed at $36.17. It's now trading at $34.57. So we will be looking to play URBN, but the levels I have for the stock will be posted in the chat room at 9 a.m. So again, we'll look at this one in a little while. We'll see if we get a play on that. I think we can. Let's take a look at Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods right now is trading at $45.54. It closed all the way up at $53.16. So this is a big beating for Dick's Sporting Goods. Again, this is another stock I will have gap levels for. So come on over to the chat room, 9 a.m. That will be posted. Let's take a look at Staples, SPLS. This stock closed at $13.39. It's now trading at $11.92. So this is a big, big decline for Staples. I'm showing some support around $11.25, but you got to be real careful with this equity in case it does overshoot. But right now I am showing support at $11.25. That will be just potential scalp support. Now it's an $11 stock. I don't know how much of a bounce you'll get. I suppose 15 to 20 cents is really all you could look for. But Staples will have support at $11.25 if it does get down there. Another stock in the news today is this ICPT. This is Intercept Pharmaceuticals. They have a liver drug. Apparently, though, when you take it, you get high cholesterol or something like that. You could check out the news for yourself. The stock was, believe it or not, a $500 stock not that long ago. Take a look at this. I'm just going to go to a daily chart, and I'm going to scroll back to hands of time. This was trading almost at $500 a share. Didn't quite get up there. Now it's trading at $260. This is a big market move today. Again, you've seen a nice big rebound right back up. It was trading below $220 today. Actually traded as low as $215. Now at $245. So it's very, very thin. It's a tough stock to play. I don't really have a lot of levels. I was going to point out the 177 level if it got down there today, which it very easily could. So keep that on the radar. That's a 200-day moving average. That could be a level of interest. But again, it's a high-risk play overall. Let's take a look at this OPHT. I'm not really familiar with this equity. I've never traded it before personally. But the stock right now is trading sharply higher, trading at around $38. I am seeing resistance here around $39. So again, don't look for too much upside. If you own this equity, I would be trailing the stop loss. If you don't own it, I would not be a buyer here. But this OPHT should run into a wall of resistance right around $38.50 to $39. It can overshoot. It's very thin. It's a light volume equity. It rarely trades. I don't even think it trades a million a day ever. On average, The volume is probably around 200,000 shares a day, so be very, very careful with this one. But do not be a buyer up here at these levels. Let's take a look at some more liquid names like Home Depot. Home Depot reported earnings this morning. Stock is getting hit a little bit. Closed at 76.50. It's now trading at 75.50. There's some support right in this general area, 75.40 from what I see. But after this, if this level doesn't hold, you have to look a lot lower for Home Depot. And the next big level I see is really around $70. So I'm not sure we're going to see too much. But in sympathy to Home Depot today, you will see Lowe's, which Lowe's is reporting earnings tomorrow morning. This stock is trading at 45.20 right now. There's pretty good support at 44.30 for Lowe's if it does trade down there. So keep that one on the radar at 44.30 for Lowe's. If it does get there, it'll just be minor intraday support, but there will be some support. Now in the news today, Credit Suisse, it looks like they pleaded guilty or something. They'll be fined by the U.S. government for some type of tax evasion. Again, just the cost of doing business for these banks, not a big deal to them. The stock right now is trading at $29.44. It closed at $29.10. I suppose it could uptick a little bit more. So again, it's instead of buy the rumor, sell the news. It's sell the news, sell the rumor, buy the news, and the news is out now. So again, you could watch for Credit Suisse probably to find a little bit of a low down here today. If it does trade lower by some chance, look at the 27.13 level. There would be very good support there. I don't think it's going to trade lower, but if it does. Let's take a look at Target. Target's in the news today as well. I'm not even sure what's going on there. It looks like the head of Target's Canada unit was thrown out. So again, I don't even know how much we can make out of it. The stock's trading at 58.23. It's been all over the map over the past few weeks in a very tight range. But now it's trading at... if it comes down to 57.50, there's going to be some support there, maybe 57.60, right in that general area. There's also a gap fill on the daily chart around 56.50, which will also serve as some short-term support. So keep those levels on watch for Target today if it does trade down there. All right, we got through quite a few stocks here. Let's go into the gold market. Gold is up this morning. It's down by $5, $1288.70. So take a look at the GLD, which is a good proxy for trading gold futures. Right now it's trading at 124.01. I just don't see anything good on the gold chart right now. It really looks like there's no play whatsoever. Leave it alone. I don't know what it's going to do, but we do not want to get involved with this kind of chart. You got to get a more significant pattern, and then gold could move. But right now, the chart is not a sign of strength, so leave gold alone. Looking at the oil market this morning, oil is up 5 cents to 102.16. It actually was up a little higher earlier. Right now, you'll see the USO, which is a good proxy for trading light sweet crude, which is the crude we use here in the United States. That's trading at around 37.40. With all the geopolitical events surrounding us right now, it's hard to try to get in front of crude on the short side. Crude does have upside a little bit from here. And the USO, I would say, around the 38, 37.95 level would be upside resistance today. So, again, oil's hanging in there pretty well. Gold is down a little bit. You have a mixed bag of stocks out here, really some up, some down. We will have a couple gap plays in the chat room today at 9 o'clock, so come on over for that. And basically, that's about everything right now. Futures are down 3/4 of a point. Keep the dollar-yen on your watch list, and we'll see how that plays out. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.